Stage 1. Vegetarianism. Let's now look at one possible dietary path your fictional character might take: vegetarianism. First, what is it? Vegetarianism is a dietary practice that excludes meat but often includes dairy and eggs. People choose this diet for many reasons: health, ethics, or environmental concerns. Next, we consider the principles of vegetarianism. It's more than just avoiding meat. It often reflects a commitment to plant-based nutrition, sustainability, and compassion for animals. These values can be deeply tied to a character's background or motivation. Finally, think about the benefits of a vegetarian diet. It's often associated with improved health, reduced risk of chronic disease, and better weight management. If your character chooses this path, it might signal a shift toward health consciousness or a change in ethical perspective. By understanding what vegetarianism involves, you can use it meaningfully in your narrative to show character development through dietary choices. Now let's explore why a character might shift to a vegetarian diet, a key moment in a chronological narrative involving dietary evolution. There are 3 major reasons. The first is health benefits. Many people adopt vegetarianism to lower their risk of chronic illnesses and improve overall well-being. In stories, this could reflect a character's desire to take control of their health. Second, we have ethical considerations. Some characters may choose vegetarianism due to concerns about animal welfare or a desire to live more compassionately. This often ties into their personal values and emotional growth. Finally, environmental concerns are becoming increasingly important. A character may make the shift after learning about climate change or the environmental impact of meat production. By grounding the dietary shift in one or more of these reasons, your story gains realism and emotional resonance, helping readers understand not just what the character does, but why they do it. Once the character adopts a vegetarian lifestyle, it doesn't just affect what they eat. It can shape multiple aspects of their daily life. First, think about their daily food choices. A vegetarian character is likely to explore a wider variety of plant-based foods. Their meals might become healthier and more diverse, which can reflect growing self-discipline or a shift in personal priorities. Second, there are social situations. Dietary changes often impact how characters interact with others, like eating out with friends, attending family gatherings, or even facing criticism or misunderstanding. These interactions add depth and realism to your narrative. Finally, their diet reflects their personal beliefs. Whether they value health, ethics, or environmental sustainability, those values now show through everyday actions. This helps make the character's growth visible and meaningful. By showing how diet affects more than just meals, you can make the lifestyle shift feel authentic and significant. Stage 2. Veganism. Let's now take a step further and explore veganism, another dietary path a character might adopt in their story. Veganism is more than just a diet. It's a lifestyle that excludes all animal products. That means no meat, dairy, eggs, or even honey. The focus is on plant-based living and making ethical choices that align with personal or environmental values. Now, how's this different from vegetarianism? While vegetarians may still consume dairy or eggs, vegans eliminate all animal-derived products, making this a stricter and more intentional practice. This distinction can help show a character's deeper commitment or shift in values over time. But it's not always easy. There are real challenges to veganism, such as meeting nutritional needs, dealing with social pressure, or finding vegan options in some environments. These struggles can be rich material for character conflict, growth, and storytelling. So, if your character transitions into veganism, think about the motivations, the consequences, and how this decision might impact their lifestyle and relationships. So why might a character in your story shift toward veganism? Let's look at 3 common motivations. First, we have ethical beliefs. Many people adopt veganism out of concern for animal welfare. They may be motivated by a desire to avoid contributing to animal suffering or exploitation. For your character, this could reflect a growing sense of compassion or a moral awakening. Second, health benefits. Veganism is often linked to better nutrition, weight control, and a reduced risk of chronic illnesses. A character might change their diet after a health scare or to take charge of their well-being, signaling personal transformation. Third, there's the environmental impact. The connection between animal agriculture and environmental degradation, such as carbon emissions or water waste, can push a character to make more sustainable lifestyle choices. This shift might reflect their evolving worldview or desire to contribute to a larger cause. When writing, choosing one or combining these reasons helps create a believable and emotionally grounded transition in the character's dietary evolution. Once the character adopts a vegan lifestyle, the effects impact many aspects of their daily life, and these changes can further shape your narrative. First, there's a shift in social dynamics. Choosing veganism can influence how character interacts with friends and family, especially during shared meals or gatherings. This can introduce tension, understanding, or even isolation. Second, we have culinary experiences. A vegan diet often opens the door to exploring new ingredients, flavors, and cooking methods. This can symbolize a character's openness to change or a growing sense of identity tied to their values. Finally, veganism can be a path to personal growth. It often reflects broader changes in a character's ethics or worldview. These internal shifts can signal emotional or moral development and make the character's journey more compelling. So when you write, consider how a new lifestyle changes the character's relationships, behaviors, and beliefs. Stage 3. Flexitarianism. Let's now look at another dietary path your character might take, flexitarianism. Flexitarianism is a mostly plant-based diet that allows for occasional meat consumption. It promotes balance and moderation rather than strict restrictions. This makes it a flexible and realistic choice for many people and characters. What's the appeal? It suits those who want the health benefits of a plant-based diet, but still enjoy the taste and tradition of meat now and then. This blend of discipline and freedom can reflect a character's desire to improve without giving up everything familiar. Importantly, flexitarianism is adaptable. Characters can shift their habits gradually, making it ideal for portraying transition, inner conflict, or experimentation. It also allows for variety, which can be useful for showing how external influences, like culture, travel, or relationships, shape their choices over time. So if your character isn't ready for strict vegetarianism or veganism, flexitarianism offers a realistic middle ground that can still tell a rich story of change and identity. Stage 4. Veganism. Let's wrap up our exploration of dietary identities with a more nuanced lifestyle choice, veganism. Veganism is a variation of veganism that permits the consumption of honey while still maintaining a plant-based diet and ethical standards. It emphasizes sustainable and compassionate choices, but with a slightly more flexible approach. The principles of veganism reflect the same values as veganism, respect for animals and concern for the environment, but it acknowledges that honey can be ethically sourced and used as a natural sweetener. This shows how a dietary identity can be both principled and personalized. Finally, veganism highlights an evolving relationship with food. People who adopt this lifestyle often think deeply about how their food is produced and why they make the choices they do. For fictional characters, this can signal self-reflection, growth, and a desire for balance, key elements in character development. This diet also illustrates how characters can blend ideals with practicality, which can make their narrative arcs more relatable and realistic. Stage 5. pescatarianism. Let's take a look at another dietary lifestyle that might shape your character's journey: pescatarianism. Pescatarianism is a diet that includes fish and seafood, but excludes other types of meat. It's often seen as a middle ground between vegetarianism and omnivorous eating, offering both nutritional balance and ethical flexibility. People are often drawn to this diet for its health benefits. Fish and seafood are rich in essential nutrients like omega-3 fatty acids, which support heart and brain health. A character who turns to pescatarianism may be prioritizing wellness or recovering from a health scare. There are also environmental considerations. Compared to red meat, fish typically has a lower carbon footprint. A character concerned with sustainability may adopt this diet to align their eating habits with their environmental values. As a narrative tool, pescatarianism can reflect a character's attempt to balance personal well-being, social responsibility, and lifestyle comfort, making it ideal for depicting gradual change or internal compromise.